It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Ravens 7, Ravens nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Set, ready. Took the elbow. Tight down. There you go.
On 1st down, it's Ingram, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 22, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
First down, Ravens.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Ravens, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he'll try and run it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Jackson.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 31 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle, and he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that two-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Alert 3, alert 3. 61. Match box. Right.
Jackson on first down, rolling to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20, eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Escapes the defender. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Get ready.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments will. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Jackson. Roberts got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Yeah, baby.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 13.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jackson. Matt Judon. Getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pernell McPhee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Check 91. Check 99. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roberts has it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.